to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Teyana Taylor was caught crying on a live stream, and Iman's begging for forgiveness in a way no one expected. The emotional moment was raw, real, and filled with regret. What caused Teyana to break down? And why is Iman now pleading for her to take him back? This live stream is going viral, and fans can't stop talking. Will Teyana forgive Iman? Or is this emotional moment the final straw? The rawness of it all has left the public captivated, but the real question remains: what happens next? Teyana's emotional breakdown on live was the heart-wrenching moment fans never saw coming. But it didn't end there. Iman showed up, begging for forgiveness. The situation escalated quickly. Teyana was already in tears, and Iman's apology seemed like the last thing she wanted to hear. Fans were left in shock as Iman begged for Teyana's forgiveness live on camera. Was it too little, too late? Teyana's pain was visible, and Iman's attempt to make things right only made it more complicated. Why did she break down in front of everyone? And what does this mean for their future? The drama is far from over. Will Teyana let Iman back in? Or is this emotional display just the final chapter in their volatile relationship? The public is divided. Some are cheering for Iman's apology, while others think it's all just a publicity stunt. What's the truth? Was this a real attempt at redemption, or was it simply a calculated move to keep the media's attention? The raw emotion in the clip makes it hard to deny. Teyana's tears were genuine. But the sincerity of Iman's apology is now up for debate. As the world watches, everyone is left asking, is this just a brief moment of regret, or the beginning of something deeper? Teyana and Iman's relationship has always been a roller coaster. From the highs of their love story to the lows of cheating scandals, it's been anything but smooth. Their relationship has always been one of ups and downs. One moment they are inseparable, the next, they are torn apart by accusations and emotional pain. Iman's repeated mistakes have led to many public arguments, but nothing like what happened on that live stream. What drove Teyana to tears this time? It wasn't just the tension, it was the culmination of years of unresolved issues. The emotional fallout from their past, the lies, and the betrayal. Everything came to a head in that one moment. Their past is filled with emotional turmoil, cheating, betrayal, and public humiliation. But despite it all, they've always found a way back to each other. They've been here before, where emotions flared and tempers exploded, but Teyana's breakdown shows this is different. She's no longer able to keep up the facade of everything being okay. But now it's different. Teyana's breakdown shows that this may be the end of the line for Iman and Teyana's complicated love story. She's at a breaking point, and the question now is, can they ever recover from this? Or is this truly the last straw? Iman's apology seemed heartfelt, but is it enough to undo the damage he's caused? And why did Teyana decide to go live in such a vulnerable moment? Was it a cry for help, or was it an intentional act to lay everything bare? The history between them is tainted with unresolved issues, and this latest emotional exchange could be the tipping point. There's no going back from this moment. This breakdown isn't just a fleeting moment of emotion, it's a sign of the end of an era. The weight of their past is now impossible to ignore, and Teyana's tears reflect that. Teyana's family is furious after seeing her cry live, with many saying she doesn't deserve this kind of heartbreak. They are ready to stand by her no matter what. The emotional toll of seeing Teyana so vulnerable has been too much for her loved ones. They've been protective of her from the start, and now, more than ever, they are determined to make sure she's safe from further emotional damage. Iman's family, on the other hand, is expressing concern over his behavior. Was his apology genuine, or is it just another attempt to manipulate the situation? Teyana's parents are deeply hurt by what they saw, and they are starting to question whether Iman is even worthy of Teyana's forgiveness after everything he's put her through. Despite Iman's tears, Teyana's family is rallying around her, encouraging her to stay strong and not fall for his emotional manipulation. Teyana's siblings have been vocal in their criticism of Iman, and some have even called him out on social media, saying he doesn't deserve her love. But on the other hand, Iman's side of the family is trying to defend him, claiming he's a changed man and asking for forgiveness too. The divide is clear. While Teyana's family wants to protect her, Iman's family is pushing for reconciliation. Will the two sides ever see eye to eye? Teyana's parents are especially devastated by the public nature of her breakdown, and they are considering stepping in to help her take a break from the media. They know she needs time to process everything. But Iman's family believes he's truly sorry, and they want to see him and Teyana back together. Will this family drama affect Teyana's decision? Teyana's emotional distress has raised the stakes. Her family is ready to intervene, but they also know they can't make the final decision for her. The emotional burden is entirely on her shoulders now. With the pressure from both families, Teyana is now facing the hardest choice of her life: stay with Iman or cut ties for good. Fans are torn. Some are defending Iman, saying his apology shows he's sorry, while others think he's just playing the victim to keep Teyana around. Teyana's supporters are outraged. They believe she deserves so much more than this emotional manipulation and are calling for her to move on. The online debate is fierce, with fans speculating on whether Iman's apology is genuine or just another attempt to save face. Teyana's silence speaks volumes, and fans are wondering if she'll finally stand up for herself or if she'll let Iman back in. Others are giving Iman the benefit of the doubt, claiming that everyone deserves a second chance. But are Teyana's tears a sign that she's finally had enough? Some fans believe Teyana's breakdown was her breaking point, a cry for help, signaling that she's ready to leave the relationship behind. But there's also a growing crowd who believes Teyana will give Iman another shot. Is she really ready to walk away, or does she still want to make it work? The theories are flowing. Is Iman truly sorry, or is he just trying to save face after everything he's done? Fans can't stop debating whether Teyana will stand her ground and stay strong, or if Iman's apology will bring her back into his arms. The wild speculation has fans buzzing, wondering if Teyana's silence will last or if she'll open up to reveal what's really going on inside. One thing's for sure, Teyana's next move will have huge consequences, and everyone is waiting for her to make the final call. Will she finally let go of the past, or will Iman's emotional plea be enough to mend the rift? Fans can't wait to find out. The pivotal moment came when Teyana broke down live, her tears flowing as Iman begged for her forgiveness. The raw emotion of that moment left fans speechless. The silence that followed Iman's apology spoke volumes. Teyana's tears weren't just about him, they were about her own pain, her own struggle to decide what's best for her. Iman's words were filled with regret, but Teyana's silence was deafening. Her tears said it all. This wasn't just another fight. This was the culmination of everything. The fight to hold back the tears, the struggle to keep her composure. It was clear that this wasn't just a moment of weakness. It was a sign of everything that had been building up. Teyana's reluctance to speak after Iman's apology is the real story here. What's she thinking? Is she done with him, or is she giving him one last chance? The emotional intensity of the moment felt like a turning point. Iman was pleading for forgiveness, but Teyana wasn't offering him anything in return. Was this the moment that changes everything for Teyana? Her silence was the most powerful statement she could make, leaving everyone guessing about what comes next. Iman may have been apologizing, but Teyana was processing something far deeper. The power of this moment can't be understated. Teyana's heartbreak is no longer something hidden behind closed doors. It's out in the open, and the world is watching. The raw emotion in the air is palpable, and how she handles this situation now could reshape everything. The question on everyone's mind is simple yet profound. Was this the tipping point in her relationship with Iman, or is there still a way forward? Their relationship has always been complicated, filled with love, passion, and a fair share of drama, but this moment feels different. It feels like it could either be the end or the beginning of something new. Teyana's silence is deafening, leaving fans on edge, wondering what comes next. She has the power to dictate the next chapter, but how she chooses to respond will determine everything. The pivotal moment in this saga has set the stage for what's to come. Will Teyana continue to stand by Iman, despite everything that has happened? Or has this heartbreak become the final chapter of their complicated story? There's a sense of finality in the air, but there's also a possibility for reconciliation. The question is whether Teyana can see past the pain and find a way to forgive him, or if the wounds are too deep to heal. The weight of this moment, her heartbreak, her silence, her emotional turmoil, will influence her next steps, and no one knows for sure which direction she'll choose. What happens next is anyone's guess. Will Teyana find it in her heart to forgive Iman, or will his apology fall on deaf ears? His words may be heartfelt, but Teyana's silence is louder than anything he could say. It speaks volumes about her internal struggle, her inability to fully embrace forgiveness, and her sense of betrayal. The emotional toll of everything that has happened is clear, and Teyana's silence is the only response she has given so far. Her silence speaks to her confusion, her pain, and her uncertainty about whether she should move on or give Iman another chance. This could very well be Iman's last chance to make things right, but will Teyana allow it? Or has she finally reached the point where enough is enough? The future of their relationship is hanging by a fragile thread, and each moment feels like a potential turning point. Fans, too, are on the edge of their seats, watching with bated breath, waiting to see what Teyana will do next. The speculation is running wild. Will she confront Iman, demand answers, or will she simply walk away, leaving him in the past? The emotional fallout from this live stream and the public exposure of their pain is far from over. Teyana's silence is a heavy burden, and the emotional consequences of her decision will echo for a long time. Is this the breaking point, or just another bump in the road for their already volatile relationship? The stakes have never been higher, and with each passing day, the tension builds. Teyana has been through so much already, and it's clear that this moment could either break her or push her towards something greater. How she handles it will not only define the future of her relationship with Iman but will also shape how she's seen by the public and, most importantly, how she sees herself. Teyana's silence has everyone wondering if this is the end. Will she speak out and explain herself, or will she leave it all in the past? Stay tuned, because this drama is just getting started, and the fallout from this livestream is far from over. What do you think? Will Teyana forgive Iman, or has she had enough? Drop your thoughts below. How should Teyana handle this situation? Let us know your predictions in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This story isn't over yet, and you won't want to miss what happens next. Teyana's fate hangs in the balance, and we'll be here to update you every step of the way. Comment below with your thoughts and theories. What do you think happens next for Teyana and the men in her life? Until next time, stay tuned, because this story is far from finished.